Hello, I am the Ronan Bone, and welcome to a twitch.tv/Ronan Bone live stream on twitch.tv/Ronan Bone. Hello, Kev Glob. What is up? What's up? Pussycat? Whoa. You're here early, just right on the dot. What's going on? What are you doing at home on a Monday? Should you be out conquering the world or something? Jesus. You have better things to do? Watch some git on the interwebs, play Myst III, it's 2001 release. Oh, that's real. Oh, yo. That's what you're gonna be doing with your life, huh? Thank God somebody's here to watch this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our sojourn into Myst III, Exile, our sojourn into the Myst series of games from Science Studios. You know, just some of the best games that have ever been made. At least one of them. I'm not so sure about this one that we're playing now. It's alright. It's alright. It's good. It's alright. Right, Zen gimme, says Hologram One. Oh, that would be a lot to just whip out my Zen right there. Just slap it on the table and start jiggling it right at the beginning of the live stream. Hologram One. I don't know if anybody can deal with that. 14th Gun is ice creaming me. Yay, more Exile, the sequel to Riven, the sequel to Myst. Indeed, the 14th Gun. Welcome back to... Do I have it open even? Have I prepared? Will you shut the hell up? Have I even prepared at all? What's going on? Yeah? Yes, indeed. Myst III Exile, brought to you by Ubisoft. Ubisoft, of course, Ubisoft, the makers of Ubisoft, brought to you by, in production in association with, where's Ubisoft, right down there. There you go. Apparently Presto Studios, probably a subsidiary holding of Ubisoft. Notice a severe lack of the word Cyan Studios anywhere in here? Jesus, Ubisoft. You know, there's a reason why we don't like this game. It's because you were more involved than you should have been, you bastard. We don't not like this game. We just, there's better. There's better. It's good. It's alright. To meet a crazy, plant of death, meta crazy, lava dipping coming into Sauron's eye, fucking Vine, Edanna salt. I'm guessing fucking Vine is where we left off. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. So, we are on one of the training ages that Atreus had for his boys, for his sons, that Saavedro, I feel like I'm introducing like a soap opera, you know? Last time on Myst III Exile, Saavedro had been knocked unconscious. He lost his memory and returned after 6 years, having impregnated Deborah. Deborah didn't know Saavedro, had never seen him before. She didn't know how he'd impregnated her, and there was a turkey baster involved. I don't know. This is Edanna. We are on Edanna, which is a lovely plant life-ridden planet, where everything is planty and very plant-based. It's a lot of plants involved in Edanna. Saavedro has been here and he's disturbed the world. He's done some things to change how the puzzles work. Is the implication? I haven't really seen where that would have taken place, to be honest, on Edanna. Maybe he didn't mess with Edanna. He definitely has a respect for nature. His peoples, his native peoples had a respect for nature. I'm talking about a character in a video game. Yes, I am. Saavedro, that's what this is about. It's deep, it's lore, it's mysticism. Mysticism? I don't know what it is. Give me the Zen pawn. Give me the Zen all over my body, says Hologram One. Monday and 2 minutes early. Nice, says Condor70. Hello, Condor70, and welcome to Edanna. I don't know if I should jump right into the Zen. So if we are where we're supposed to be right now, I've just taken like a... There was a ride that I took here. We just came down a thing that was nearly invisible that nobody could friggin' see. Well, that I couldn't see. Unless I've loaded up the wrong save file. A little, like, swing that you sat your butt on and you kinda, and it pulled you down. Kevglob cheering 5 hate pawn. Here's a topic to discuss if you want. What's it like being a celebrity? Specifically, what is apparently called the parasocial interaction, where we all feel like we know you well, but it's not necessarily mutual, says Kevglob. Well, in this community as it's been formed, I actually do have a sense that I, you know, maybe you feel like you know me better than I know you, but I feel like we have our community is so small and so tight that I feel like I do have a sense of everybody here. of all the names that I recognize, you know. If I haven't cursed you out or something, then it's you must be new here. So we have deep connections here. I could say that I am aware of that parasocial kind of interaction. It's sort of like having a vine stuck up between your... Okay, hi. How you doing? Alright then. Sure. I'm gonna guess that that's the way back up to where I just came from. Yeah. And the thing is, I don't actually know how I got down there in the first... Okay, it's down here. It's let me off this crazy... Jane. You off this crazy thing. And then you go back down. Okay. So, just know, if you stand on an orange tongue, you better be ready to get licked. Oh shit, were you early, Pong? Because I'm not late. This is a guy called Jim. I was. I couldn't stand it anymore. I was too excited. Now that we're here, I don't know what to do with myself. Paul, did you know Cyan didn't want to make Myst 3? They wanted to make an MMORPG for the series instead, says the 14th Gun? Really? That would explain a lot. Just that this does not feel like it came from the makers of Riven, you know? It's alright. It's alright. This, in particular, Edanna has been... Oh, shit, don't step on that. Edanna has been, nice. It's been a nice, distraction, diversion from where we started, on Voltaic. Voltaic was just... Ugh. Oh, look, there's a downy path here. Let's head a bit down the downy path and then... Okay, it goes off to the left there. And then I will, later, I will pop open, I'll whip my Zen out all over. I'm just gonna, you're gonna have to wear, like, it's gonna be like a Gallagher show. You're gonna have to cover yourself in plastic for all the Zen that's just gonna be spraying all over you. Especially in the front row. Let's just have a walk around this new and unexplored section of Edanna. It looks like we finally reached the bottom. Because we started very high up. And then we came very far down, and then we went back very high up, and then came down, and then back very high up, because I got really stuck trying to find that goddamn rope swing we just came down on. It's look at this. How are you supposed to navigate these corridors? And light blinding you and shit. You're farther to the right than usual. Also, the stream window looks way different. Could do with a bit of chat or something. You know what? Yes, it could do with a bit of chat. You are surprisingly correct. Is this the first time, Jim? You're right about all that stuff. I moved myself over. I'll just be down here. This will be better for you. You'll be able to see more of the screen. So, here at Edanna, where Saavedro has impregnated Nancy. I moved myself over for the last game that we were playing because it made sense. So I'll put myself just a little bit dipped down so that you're not seeing the edge of the thing there. Maybe a little bit over there. Where you gonna go, Paul? Where you gonna just scooch me? Scooch me. I'm scooched. All right, and then a bit of chat on screen. Sure. It doesn't overlap much in this game, but it did have effects on the last that we played. So here we are in the depths of wherever the fuck we are, solving puzzles and trying to. What are we trying to do? Well, we're looking for flowers. Okay, I just clicked on that flower. Here we go. We look through this flower, and now I can point the sun. Okay, the sun is being caught by this flower. I can point the sun at that giant flower with a bulb in the middle there. Okay, I hadn't noticed that until you gave me this, this blue labia to look through. Oh, what was that? Hello. Look, something is lighting up over there, and when it lights up, the little, like, bug eyes on top of the... Look at them. They're dancing around in there, so I'm gonna get them so that they're perfectly up. I don't know, maybe that's what I'm supposed to do with that. I just got here, you know? Usually these puzzles take me 2 to 3 hours to understand half of what the fuck is going on, and then we just kind of brute force it. But we're going to do it different today. We're going to be smart about it. Hello, On to Edge. I see you there. I want the Zen to spray all over me. All that lovely, hot, sticky Zen. Hey. Now, what did I name this live stream again? Deep in Edanna with Saavedro. Hot, wet action. I made myself laugh with that one. Deep in Edanna with Saavedro. It sounds like, you know... Debbie Does Dallas or something like that. Like, it could mean one thing, it could be another thing. Maybe Debbie just went to a place called Dallas, or maybe Dallas is, you know, a well-hung male in the pornographic industry. And they're doing, you know, things together, each other. So yeah, there's that going on down there. I sprayed some light on it, and now those things are standing up. I don't know. Have I gone a different path? Am I going lower? Did I have no idea in these convoluted paths in Edanna how the hell I get anywhere. So yeah, there's a giant watercress. I don't know what that is. It's a melon with eyeballs, and I shone some light on it, so now the eyeballs are, you know, erect. They're presenting. It's mating season for the eyeballs now. Look at that, though. That's a very beautiful model. I want to stop comparing this to Riven. Stop saying that the texture work was better, that this is kind of cartoony. Stop it. Stop it, Pawn. We all know it's true. You don't have to keep saying it. Is that a path? Tell me that ain't a path. There's a light down there, and then there's a walkway. What did you get stuck in my throat? With your hot, sticky action. Hey, Pawn, missing part of the stream today. Helping check out how badly the walls are buckled in my girlfriend's grandmother's basement. Okay. Damn. Okay. I will allow it. I will allow it, I suppose. However, you're gonna owe me. You're gonna owe me $25,000 because I've been looking at houses again. I want to buy another house. I kind of want to buy another house. I just see opportunity around me. This is where we were before. If I get licked by that tongue, I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, I've already been there. I've been licked by it. It was a lovely Friday night. But I don't know that I really want to do that again. So is there a way for me to get down, like, anywhere else? So far, I've only seen the one path, which is this path, where you come down those stairs and then you walk down this way. You can't walk up that tree. And then this path isn't a path and doesn't go anywhere, but this is a path, and you head out here, and there's that guy, and I presume I have to get closer to him to interact with him in some way, shape, or form. I've thrown some light on his eyeballs. Surely his erectness means that he wants me. Near. I just need to find, like, is there another direction to go? Is this a path? Aha! Oh. Oh, hello. We have a cloud of either butterflies or wasps. Let's run over to it and see. We've got a cloud of something flying around there, and in here, another giant life-giving flower that's connected via a vine upward, and it's open. The other one's closed. So this is the lotus blossom of knowledge, and that's the individual self. I told you I'd give you some Zen. It's closed off, and then, what are you doing? On. What is... Okay. As long as they don't get stuck in my hair, which is real. It's totally real. Better. This game looks effing weird, says the 14th gun. Right? Right? Don't compare it to Riven. It's far superior. Oh boy, it's the greatest game ever made! Again, says Bearsuit Lane. Okay, that's looking threatening. It's looking bulbous and tentacly and threatening. Or again, like a very fun Friday night. I mean, depending on how into the whole tentacle scene you are, and I think I could get into it, I think that would be... Okay, I touched it! Oh god! Okay, go ahead, do it. Do it, I've always wanted it. Do it, stick it in me. So they've done that thing. This is another one of those plants that, you know, you touch it and it comes and sort of blocks the light. Right. Sure. So I can't, like, it doesn't look like there's any way for me to go out to either of these giant flowers. So far I've only seen two ways of interacting with them. Touching this plant in a seductive way, and then the other was, you know, shining light on that one. Okay, so now that we've blocked the light coming in, the cloud of locusts are hanging around the, I'm gonna say those aren't eyes, that's the snout, that's the trunk of... Oh! Oh, but I see then. Do you see? I see. This flower was... had something stuck in its throat for the first 15 minutes of the live stream. This flower was open because the light was shined on it. Now it's not open because the light isn't shined on it anymore. Oh, I see. Is there a way then for me to get the light to open the other bulb? Because I don't... Can I walk down to you? Could I say hello? Would you let me touch you? Please. Please. Ooh. What's that? Oh, I hear something swimming around. Are there demons in the water? We've seen demon fish. If I touch you... Oh, trippy, dude. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do that once every 15 minutes from now on. Do it again. Man, Edanna is such a sexual planet, isn't it? I mean, look at that, like, prolapsed... I mean, anything that's prolapsed, really. Okay. There's a hole here that I can go into. There's those things. Can I walk out here? I can, so before I go in there, let's have a junket around here. Oh! Oh, alright. I go out to you and I press you. You're gonna be even bigger. Spores. Oh, the spores have chased the locust away. They're butterflies. But we chased the locusts away. What? Oh! I wonder if the other one's now open. I heard I heard it opening or something like that. Okay, so that was one way to go. Down here, is this a path? Does this go anywhere? Just kind of ends? Okay. If I go into this... Okay, I don't want to know who left that there or what it's from. If I go into this and pass through here... More pages! More of Saavedro's pages! We get to learn more of his story. The final painting is almost done. It's been hard to work in the heat, but he must see everything that happened. As he follows the instructions I have left him, he will feel the pain I've suffered. Of Windows notifications popping up on one computer or the other. If he doesn't, perhaps both of us will die. Okay. That's it? Yeah, because that's a page that we already had before. So we added one page, and it's about him finishing that painting that he did in Voltaic, I believe. And then, or maybe there's a painting that's in our future. We're going to catch up with him on whatever world he's run off to. And there will be a giant painting there as well, I'm not sure. Because I certainly didn't follow anyone's instructions. If I would have had instructions or followed the ones I was given, this would have been a much cleaner, playthrough. We'd be further along than deep inside Edanna with Dallas and Debbie. Oh, am I? Is it possible that I'm inside the plant now? Do you like me inside you, plant? Can you feel me? Do you feel that? If you have to ask if they feel it, things are not going well. We want a little help. Up here, there's little bugs now are hanging out around his lights. Is he opened? It looks like he's opened. Yeah. Oh my god, it's so fallopian. I like the friggin', who is it? Georgia O'Keeffe, stylings of this planet. They're very, we're literally, we're looking through, labia, with those flowers. I mean, that was obvious. And now what stands before me are friggin' two giant fallopian tubes that come down into, that is so sexual. All the design here is so sexual. I like it, too. It's kind of turning me on. Yeah, but she wouldn't feel it. What? So, I'm in here. Should I touch the fallopian tubes? Okay, apparently I walked... Did I climb up the fallopian tubes? I don't think anybody's gonna appreciate that one. Oh. Oh yeah, this is sexual as hell. Okay. I yanked on the inside of the fallopian tubes and there was a spray of mist into the air. And in came a bird who has now ripped the fallopian tubes out of the plant that we were just stood in, and I am being whisked away on sensual and erotic dreams of tentacles penetrating my every live stream. Thank you for coming, Tentacles. Nice to see you in chat. There's a guy named Tentacles in chat. That's what I was saying. Hi, Tentacles. I like me some tentacles. Oh, look, it's Deep Space Nine. Okay, so the bird that I earlier freed from captivity has now decided to... Oh, is this like food for your babies? Wait. Am I food for your babies? Shit! Is this like what you do when you go to feed your babies and like when that opens and sprays its, well, its juices into the air? Is that sort of your signal to like come get it so that you can eat from it or something? What? Thank you for inviting me here. I don't know that I want to walk towards you. Apparently I can't, which is probably a good thing. Oh, there's a slidey. Whee! Hey, that looks like a thing that needs to be drawn on a piece of paper. Let me get a paper and a pen. With my mind. Okay. So a flower that's connected to a circle. So by that, so now we've got another symbol that we can put into the old machine back home, and we've gotten our way back to Janine Garofalo's planet. That was it. That was Edanna. Jesus. First 20 minutes of the live stream, we conquered Edanna. I mean, there was about 3 to 4 hours of work that gone into it before now, but all right. I didn't see that coming, really. Thank you for coming, Edanna. I liked this part especially where you sprayed your mist all over me. I'm into that, you know? It's kind of... Scientists don't even know what that mist is, either. They don't know what women spray. They know what men spray. What? I think that's actually true. What are you talking about on your live stream, Pawn? Female ejaculate, and no one knows what it is, or where it comes from. it's that the JJ stuff. Nobody understands it. It's too complicated. It's like an automatic transmission. You know, nobody understands it. It's dark magic. It's got this Necronomicon inside it. That's the only way that it works. Welcome back to where we happen to be now. We're back at the central, we're on Janine Garofalo's planet, and we've got a new page to put down on the machine, and we'll get another holographic message from Saavedro, probably, and the egg will open a bit more, and we're just one more puzzle world solved from being able to follow Saavedro to wherever the fuck it is he went off to. I think back to his home world that was destroyed by Atris's sons. We still haven't finished reading Atris's book. You know what? We need to do some reading. We need to do some reading. So what we're going to read, obviously, is my Zen teaching for the day. Because I promised Leitra that I'd drop some Zen on y'all. Welcome to Reddit. The Zen subreddit. I was just poking around. I've been interested lately. I've been looking for, like, peers that I can communicate with who get it, And I haven't found any yet, especially on this subreddit. But, you know, you see people talking about it, and then you just feel the need to, like, explain to them, Jesus Christ. You're lost. Female jacket is the natural lubricant being produced in excess by the orgasm, says Hologram 1. But they don't know what it is. It's magic juice. It's the devil's own magic juice. Which is why all men just crave it. Want to taste. Okay, Pawn. This is... You know what? You put an 18 or older thing at the front of this. So you can say whatever you want. Yeah, female just all over my face. The Science of Zen. An article I wrote last night. It is by no means a complete description of everything, or even of the science of Zen. It was a writing project, and I enjoyed it, and now I'm about to share it with you. Hey, Pawn, about Reddit. I was told to post a link to my episode on the The Sims Reddit, but I was exiled from Reddit in 2016, says a guy called Jim. Good for you. I mean, like, that's... If you can get in a situation where you're not even allowed to use it, even better. So what you're doing is you're asking if somebody here would care to post in the Sims Reddit the link to your video. Don't ask me. I'm doing a live stream. Look, people have already read halfway through the damn thing. I haven't even started reading it yet. Just get off my back, man. But that's actually anybody willing to, you know, post a link to Pi's YouTube video that he just cut together in the Sims Reddit. Just let people know. Hey, if people like it, maybe you get a bunch of karma. The Science of Zen. Take two. The science of Zen. Take three. The science of Zen. In the beginning, there was everything. The end. The too long didn't read of that is, at what we call the beginning of the cosmos, every granular morsel of energy already existed. See Newton's first law, thermodynamics, etc. It then suddenly expanded in what we call the Big Bang and started doing things. Those things took on the shape of what we call heat and stars and radiation and planets and moons and plants and animals and human beings. When human beings emerged, it didn't take long for them to start segmenting the ever-present, always-moving energy of the cosmos into distinct categories. For example, heat and stars and radiation and planets and moons and plants and animals and human beings. They wrapped ideas around every small portion of the cosmos they observed through their meager and measurably inaccurate senses. They then wrapped words around those ideas. Then they wrapped a whole language around themselves like a blanket of ignorance and immediately became convinced that each individual shape of energy was a unique entity separate from all of existence. Most notably, they believed this of themselves. They looked in the mirror each day and saw a similar face staring back and concluded that they were independent beings. They moved freely across the surface of their planet, a bipedal species, and they frequently disagreed with one another as to the nature of reality, providing yet further evidence that they were unique, distinct, and separate from everything, even from one another. They invented concepts like good and evil, right and wrong, and then they imbued these notions onto everything in existence, right down to the various shades and colors perceived by their under-evolved eye organs. White became synonymous with good, black became synonymous with evil, red was anger, blue was calm. If I do say so myself, it was utterly fucking hilarious. However, through the scant ages in which humanity existed, they developed a method of studying reality known to them as science. Science sought to remove human assumption, conclusion, and ego from the act of observing, so they might better and more truly conceive of the nature of the cosmos. In doing so, a method was formed. That method was as such. Step 1. Remove the subject to be studied from as many outside influencers as possible into a controlled environment so as to observe it in its most natural and undisturbed state. Step 2. Observe its behaviors without expectation, judgment, or conclusion. Simply note and acknowledge how the subject behaved without supposing why. This method proved quite meritorious and science was a great success. Meanwhile, 2,600 years earlier, a crazy dude in a robe who'd spent several years starving himself in a forest for some reason, drank some milk a woman offered him at roadside, and then sat down under a tree for 7 days to nearly die. But he didn't die. Instead, he saw clearly the nature of himself and all of reality for the first time recorded in human history. Wanting to share this experience with others, he devised a method by which those others could experience what he had experienced, without the forest and the milk and the nearly dying part. Step 1. Remove the subject to be studied from as many outside influencers as possible into a controlled environment so as to observe it in its most natural and undisturbed state. Step 2. Observe its behaviors without expectation, judgment, or conclusion. Simply note and acknowledge the subject's behavior without supposing why. He called it Zen. The crazy robed dude dying from exposure under a tree was the first human being known to have observed that he and everything that ever had been and everything that ever would be were in fact one. That everything that is from everything that was, and that everything that will be is from everything that is and that had ever been. Most notably, himself. That he was merely a transitory event made manifest by the nature of the energetic movements of the All. The associations he'd made through ideas, words, and language that reinforced the notion of his individuality were but a delusion brought on quite naturally as a consequence of the energetic movements of the cosmos, of which he was simultaneously a part and the source itself. He realized that his personal identity was a confusion and a lie. He was not, in fact, crazy naked forest milk-drinking tree-sitting dude, but he was the ever-present, everlasting, always-moving energy of the cosmos itself, taking on those forms and shapes, the mind and identity, which he had until this very moment of awakening believed to be the world and himself. Object and subject, with space in between. Meanwhile, some 2,600 years later, science would record that energy is neither created nor destroyed, that everything that is from everything that ever was, and everything that ever will be is from everything that is and ever was. that all apparent physical objects are merely an illusion created of concentrated energetic reactions, that any perception of separation is a fallacy, there is no edge to anything, everything is interdependent, interrelated, and can ultimately be accurately described as a single infinitely sized organism containing eternity. Thousands of years of science. Or one dude sitting quietly under a tree. Whatever works for you. There's the Zen for the day. Back to Myst III and the Exile. Yeah, I guess. What just said what it is. It's natural lubricant. When a lady gets wet, that's your body making itself ready for... Okay. Okay, hello, Kenneth! Welcome to the Zen Lady Juice stream. And Myst III Exile. We return from... What was the fucking thing called? Edanna. We return from Edanna, and we place another cryptic note that we... Well, I place it. Was it you? Yes, it was you. I place you onto the teacher's magic blue projector. Things happen. Reactions occur. Energy flows. The paper somehow believes itself separate from everything. What an idiot, the paper.
This what you expected, Atris?
Yeah.
When you followed me here, hoping to reclaim relation?
Yeah, the egg open.
Classroom, what you expected to find?
No.
I read your journal, you know.
That's my diary!
After I found your linking book abandoned
My private
inside
thoughts.
this observatory, I read all about the Dunning.
It's pronounced...
The world again. Can you really do that, Atris? After everything that's happened to Narayan, could you start the world over again?
With the stroke of a pen! No, actually, can't.
I don't think so.
No.
I think there's too much blood on our hands, too many ghosts.
Our?
Surely you can't change that with a pen stroke.
There's blood on your hands? He heard me say with the stroke
One more
of a...
symbol, Atris.
Yes?
Narayan is waiting.
Is she wet the way Edanna is? Another message from Saavedro, keeper of the golden egg. We're trying to get out to that book. That linking book is going to take us to where we can follow Saavedro and to where apparently there's blood on someone's hands. So I don't know exactly why I'm following him, because I'm not Atris. I am a dude who hangs out with Atris, and every time he sees him, shit go off the rails, and tends to end when Atris throws me into a chasm and says, "Don't worry, you'll be fine!" Well, he, just passes through a book and eats Cheetos on his fucking sofa. So, I don't know why I hang out with that guy, I don't know why I'm here or why I'm doing what I'm doing, but I know that I need the last piece of the puzzle in order to open that, and that's going to be the symbol for the piece of grass thing that we never somethinged. What is... So... Oh, did we do that one? Are you one that we've done? No, we went to Voltaic, which had the bird symbol on it. We went to, No, we did. That was Edanna, was the one with this symbol on it. The one that's left is, it's the Green Lantern's ring, is what it is. Is this it? Yeah. So the Green Lantern's ring. This one, I don't know where to even start with this puzzle, because the puzzle seems to be that there's just no path going out to the tusk, where we're supposed to go into. Have I already noted down the positions here for this floorless tusk that we need to go to? Indeed I have. Alright, we've done the prep work. Let's go try and solve this puzzle, but I have no idea where to even start, really, with opening this door, because it's just like... There's no hole there where there needs to be a hole there. What did I come into, says Kenneth 1. Oh, you want to be carefuler with your phrasing there, Kenneth. She's a lady. She doesn't want to be called... what? With the hole in the floor, says Kenneth 1? Yeah, there's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. So it's this one over here, and I haven't looked too hard at it, but... So this Tusk, okay, if we go down over here, there was a puzzle involving this barrel that I solved by changing how this path works by standing over there and flipping buttons and stuff. And then it opened the door, and we've stepped through here, and how do you do? There ain't no floor in here, so I can't walk over to that to, like, unlock it or press the button or any of that stuff. Which makes me think that I have to just, like, access the window directly, which may be entirely wrong, but that's what I've been thinking anyway. It's got a blue light overhead, in case that matters. I don't see any, like, any reason to believe that this floor would come up or something. It's clearly, like, shattered and goes down into a hole. Yeah. And as much as, like, one of the things that I considered is, like, maybe this is a reflection or maybe this is painted on the floor. Because it kind of looks like that, doesn't it? Like, you got this nice, smooth granite, and then you go past that line and it kind of changes and it looks like, maybe that's false. Maybe that actually is a floor or something like that. But, you know, that would be kind of outside of the idea of the world. That's more of a, John dies at the end, David Wong kind of concept of you could paint something so that it looks, you know, perfect from the angle you're looking at it. So if there's no floor and there's no way to get the floor back, then I think I just need to get up to that window somehow and get across to that. I don't see anything to interact with in this room that isn't over there, unless I start chucking, you know, pages at it and hope that it works out for me or something like that. So let's, you know, get back out there and go exploring and see what it is that I haven't seen this entire time. Ice cream pawn, shove a barrel into it. Oh! That's pretty smart. That's an idea. Maybe now that I've got the door open, because these doors usually do close behind you, but that door didn't? Did it not? Okay, I've got a barrel over there. Yeah, just like that. That's gonna help me. Now do that, maybe? I don't know. It's been a while, you know, since we did this little puzzle. So there, and then you go up, and then, yeah, and then he rolls down to about there, and then if I hit you again, maybe you'll up there and then go down this way. Shit. What do you want from me now? Up on you again? Yes. Perfect. Got it. Nailed it. If I put you back down, and then I pull you... Okay! That's one way of solving that puzzle. That's definitely the way of solving that puzzle. It just seemed to me like it was going to be some kind of, you know, find the thing and solve the deal, and then it'll just come up and you reach through the window and grab the book, and then you don't have to actually do the damn puzzle. But I was right as ever, as I always am. Sorry? What's your problem there? Let me down. Let me down. Down, down, down. Down? What? Why you no let me down? Don't, oh, because now I've got the ladders are in the wrong place. Yeah, that's why. Don't let me down. Bruce. Don't bring me down, anyway. Groose is actually, I think, what he says. Don't bring me down, Groose! And everybody was like, what the fuck is Groose? He must be saying Bruce. And, no, he was just making up words, is what he was doing. But then when he heard other people saying Bruce, he said, oh, I'll sing it that way again. That's the kind of weird thing that happens when you're a musician and you know, do that many drugs, I suppose. Alright, now I can reach this puzzle and we can solve it because I've got the measurements for this one. The outermost ring is supposed to be roundabouts the 1130s. Yes, but I was looking at the wrong one, but multiples of them are like that. And then the next outermost one for this should be at the 330s. The next outer is down at 6 o'clock. And then this guy is, I believe, just straight over there, if my drawing is correct. Yeah! Alright, we're going off to another Myst linking world. Jesus, we've gotten so much done in the first 35 minutes of this live stream. You know, this game tends to... Amateria. Amateria. It's amateria. It's a disease that I have. Okay, don't. It itches. Oh, God. Amateria. I don't practice a matter yet. I ain't got no crystal ball. I had $1 million, but I spent it all if I could find my Hannah. Is it something, are those words that he says there? And that Sancho that she's found. That was horrible. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the best of the worlds. The best of the worlds in Myst III Exile. I remember this world. And the puzzles are ingenious, and the everything, and the, oh my god, this is what we've been waiting for. This is why you play Myst III Exile. You suffer through Voltaic in order to get yourself a case of very itchy and just a breakout of hematuria all over your sexy woman juices. Right. Pawn, you are 24 hours late, says Rookie84. Nobody noticed. Shh. You can put the walkway back, said Kenneth One back when I needed to put the walkway back. So are you, Rookie84. Yeah, you're late too. What's this over here? What is any of this? Welcome to a very sort of Asian-themed world. Very sort of Asian gonorrhea-themed... Okay. What are you? Hey! I can push things. Huh? Just keep pushing them and make pretty designs. Why am I doing any of that? Oh, okay, you can push them up and push them down. I thought they were gonna click and be like, wrong. But no. Alright. Thanks for your time. No idea what that's about. I wonder if this is something that Saavedro made, or... You know, oh no, they're all along the way here. See, these worlds were written by Atris, is the thing. They were definitely written by Atris, but Saavedro has been through and he's messed with them. And I like that. I like that, you know, looking for the places where Saavedro has maybe changed the puzzles in order to F with Atris a little bit. Ah, so if we need to go back to Janine Garofalo world, then here's the book. But we just got here. Let's explorificate. The music here is very upbeat, too. A little louder than the other ones was. It's nice. It's nice. I think Ubisoft worked exclusively on Voltaic, and then they combined for combined resources for what was she called again? Edanna, right? And then this was the Myst team again doing what they do. What are you? Can I press you? No. Ah, stairs going down that way. All the stairs and a theme we're seeing here of hexagons. Very hexagonal world here. Even the stone has been carved in very, you know, there's this strong flat faces to it and geometric and mathematical angles to everything that we're seeing here. It's creating a certain sense, isn't it? Or am I just putting that there? If I hadn't said anything, would you have thought that this was still the plant world with all the fallopian tubes and whatnot? Oh, look! The Lord is returned! I'm busy, Lord. I'll talk to you some other time. That's nice. Everything in the Myst series, so much of it it's always islands, isn't it? I suppose because it would take a very long time to write a complete world in one of these mystical linking books. Let's go over here, where I see an elevator. We haven't had luck with elevators, but those were the Voltaic elevators. Oh, and there's stuff around there. Okay, I'm gonna go up the elevator first. You know, you gotta, you know, pick what you're gonna see. So, this elevator, I just touch and it does a thing. But, you know, other elevators in the game, they gotta be more complicated than that. Alright. Is there a way back here? Can I walk out that way? Oh, there were notes! More of Saavedro's notes. My attempts to produce a carnivorous hybrid have had limited success. What's going to be waiting for us, Saavedro? Given that name and that sentence, I kind of feel maybe it's going to be like a three-headed dog. Saavedro would have a puppy named Cerberus, wouldn't he? My attempts to produce a carnivorous hybrid have a limited success. I thought I was making greater progress, but the life that grows in the forest isn't like the plants on Narayan. Oh, he's talking about, or Narayan, he's talking about, Edanna, that we just came from. So he actually, like, bred the giant plant monster that tried to eat the bird for the sake of his puzzle. his version of the puzzle. It's much more tenacious, less susceptible to graphs. Perhaps if I try mixing in species from the swamp? No, it cannot be true. Surely his journals deceive me. He says he's brought them back. Yeah, that's text we already had before. So this is him, like, combining and grafting plants together in order to make a puzzle on top of whatever it was that Atris's puzzles were for his sons. I feel like I should have let Vaughn struggle while I went to get food before observing the obvious solutions, says Kenneth 1. It's only obvious after you know it. Trust me, I'm a Zen practitioner. That's the truth about everything. Pawn, levers are like women. Some of them you just have to touch. Some of them you have to touch and pull. Some of them you have to touch and twist. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. My touch has always been enough. I never had a twist or... I've twisted in my day. So, here's a ball. Here's a ball. And, it's been some time since we started out Myst III Exile, but at the very beginning of Myst III Exile, one of the first things that you see is a set of scales. And on that set of scales, there were balls. Not dissimilar from this ball, but different. There were sets of balls, and what we found was these balls. They weighed, their weights were relative to one another. I wrote it down back when we first saw it. 4 blue balls were equal to 1 dark nut. 1 blue ball was equal to 4 piney nuts. Now, I would say that this is probably the piney nut. It's been a while, but I'm guessing this is the pine. That looks pine. Somebody tune the radio. This is going to be the piney nut. So, each piney nut, 3 of these is equal to, well, it's 3/4 of 1 blue ball, and then there's a blue ball there. So we've got 4 blue balls and the piney nuts. And the piney nuts weigh less than the blue balls, and the blue balls weigh less than the dark nuts. So this is like, if we count this as being the lowest value, then what we have, if we're going to count these from like 1, 2, 3, so wherever we see a piney, we'd say 1, 2, 3. Wherever we see a bluey, we'd say that's 4. So right now we could say we got 1, 2, 3, then we got 7. That's a value of 7. What does that mean? We will find out as we carry on. This is the portion of Myst III Exile that I remember most. Which isn't to say that I remember the puzzles and how to solve them. Or rather, I do remember the puzzles, but not necessarily how to solve them, but this is the area that I remember most, and it sticks in your brain for a very good reason, it being the most awesome of everything this game has to offer. In my, you know, just, what's the opposite of humility? In my opinion, that is clearly not humble much. Through the passages, past our 7 ball back there. Of course, they were cut into quarters, but, you know, maybe that's the thing. Do you go out? No. Do you give me a view? You do. All these little rails and things. Can I go that way? Can I go that way? This is the kind of game where you want to look in all the directions. You want to look up. You want to look forward. Oh, Saavedro's been doing some painting again. So, jeez. He went with a very cartoony version of the evil... Oh, Okay, so maybe someone else saw it this way, maybe you're still seeing it this way. These are eyes, and then there's the mouth, and then there's an ear. And they just got kind of Bart Simpson hair. In case that's how you're seeing it, you're going, yeah. These are the eyes, and he's just twisted up like laughing, those are his nostrils. But I saw that and went, oh, okay. Interesting way to draw the brothers. The brothers of Atris, who destroyed Saavedro's world and killed his people and drew them away from caring for the plants, which was how they were keeping themselves alive and all that stuff. Another image showing... Who's this in the middle? I don't know. But we see... This guy's got a gun. Did these 2 brothers' teachings actually create like a civil war? Maybe that's the story here. Like, in addition to, you know, fucking the world up in some way or something like that. There were the people who, you know, believed that the brothers were to be followed, and then there were the people who believed that the old ways needed to be maintained, and it tore their society apart, and they murdered each other. And that's what Saavedro suffered. The blood that was on his hands from killing his brothers in a civil war, in a nasty civil war. And that's where he learned to erect scaffolding so he could hang out there and do some painting, apparently. Carrying on, walking through the bones, the ribcage of some dead thing, I presume. Am I supposed to be going this way? Because it's looking like we're going to dead end here pretty quick, and why the hell did I come out here? Yeah, why the hell did I come out here? What's there to be? It's gotta be, if there's nothing here, if it's just a dead end, then the rule would be, you're here to be able to see something. We are right in line with yet another Stargate. Man, the friggin' Cyan people, they love their Stargates, don't they? Huh. I don't see anything to interact with. Oh! I could walk a little bit further. Really? Can I, like, climb up there? I can! And I'm back to the very beginning. Am I? This isn't exactly the beginning. There was other things here. No, now I'm at the middle of 6 railway systems. I'm gonna presume I can't walk down these, and I would be wrong. So there's that. Holy sh... Ah! Okay. So I can walk down these. Oh, so that's in the middle there. Yeah, the Stargate is definitely going wrong. Something, you need to put an iris on that thing. The Goa'uld are coming. So now I'm like below? I'm below the tracks? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them come in down here. Were there just 4 up there? Is this a different way? No, there's 6 here. So, huh. If there's 4 down there, well, this goes off in one direction, so that's one of the unaccounted fors. That one goes down, that one goes down, that one goes down. Ah, that one goes off in another direction. Okay, well, take me over here. What is going to be with these vibratory fields? It actually does, like, it convinces my brain enough that it's like, ugh. Same here, Paul. This age was the most memorable, says Kenneth 1. Abso-friggin-lutely, right? This is what this game is about right here. The rest of it was like, that's alright. This is nice. This is cool. It's a little bit. It's okay. And then you get to this one and you go, holy shit. And if I recall, now that I'm here and I'm walking around here, I think this is like the most complicated. I believe this is sort of the boss level of the world. So you go off there. Wait a second. Can I like walk this track and get... No, the track isn't there. It's not up. Okay. Okay, let's head off down the mossy path. And look at this design, too. Isn't that beautiful? Just the moss growing on top of all these, you know, carved stones. The fuck is going on out there, though? Can I walk up them? It looks like I could walk up them. Looks like I could walk down there. And then walk up them. No, the moss is too slippery. It's too slick for our character. Unless he can now do it. No, he can't. Look, yeah, there's definitely a walking place. No. No. Alright. Keep heading down the path, Paul. Down the garden path. Keep your eyes open. Watch everything that you pass as you pass it. It's an adventure game. Never know what you're going to have to click on in order to get something to fucking work. I believe we are coming up to our first puzzle because... Whoop! No. No. Yeah, let's go over here. Can I go over there? I can't go over there. Jesus Christ. Come on now. Give me something I can do around here. Well, you can keep walking, Vaughn. Is a storm rolling in? Do I have to do this quickly before I get, you know, electrocuted? Wow. Look at this. I wonder if this is actually... The blue balls kind of looked like that. I wonder if the blue stone that the balls are made from comes from these, you know, it's kind of like marble. And it runs in veins through through these. Oh my god, these are... Atris is truly Gen's son, isn't he? Atris is truly Gen's son, because this is similar to what Gen wrote in the age that he was preparing to escape Riven from, where you got these... Are you just floating? You're just fucking floating. Okay. But yeah, he wrote them where they were like these very thin at the base, and then went out and became big things. I like that the themes carry through, and that you do see how sort of Atris's mind has been shaped by Gen's mind. Oh, hello! We came all the goddamn way back to the beginning. Well, now I've seen some stuff. There's some stuff out there, too. Can't get out there. Now that we've seen some stuff, this time we shall go left at the turning, because there was a turning. Can I go that way? No, it's chained off pawn. There was a left at the turning. When we get down to the bottom of all this stuff, it's a switchback. You gotta cut back and forth. There was the elevator off to the right, and then we went off in that direction. So to the left, we get some nice underlighting. You know, they've definitely hired a interior decorator, which is beautiful. And then over here, ectoplasm goo land. Okay. Okay. It's a lever. Oh, now we've got something. Now we got a puzzle before us. Pull my lever. I only had to click it, by the way, on this one. Didn't have to click and hold and pull and... Oh, hello! Taking me up! Taking me higher! Jesus, I've got good eyeballs. So, if this is all the piney wood, and we've established the piney wood is, we're going to consider that to be a value of 1. 1 weight unit, you know? So this is a simple 4, is what's in there. If I hit this again, do you take me back down, or do you go up further? Okay, you take me back down. Skip the animation, put me back up there. Skip that animation, we're back up here again. Let's start flipping switches until we see what happens around here. Fuck. It's a fucking pinball machine! It's a pinball machine! We've got a... Oh, that's cool. Oh, God. Oh, God. I've been raw all day. I just didn't sleep much. I got a call from a loan agent about, you know, what eventually turned into them saying, you know what, we don't want to give you $25,000. Woke me up at 9 a.m. Pawn, that's the same bowl, just the other side. Oh, you think so? Then that would mean, if that was true, then these are split off into, eighths. You know, the bowl is segmented 8 times, which would mean we'd have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 4, we'd have an 11 on that. A weight of 11. If you're right, Kenneth. If you're right. So I'm going to write that down. We've got a weight of 11 on this ball, and we know that 1 piney nut is equal to, or 1 blue ball is equal to 4 in this weight system. So we'd 4, and then we'd have an 8, and then we'd have a 12. Since none of that lines up perfectly, I'm going to assume that we need to increase the weight, because when we saw the... Pull it again, and let's watch that animation, just so I can take a better note. This thing comes up, it poops a blue ball out onto the line, the blue ball comes through, and this one goes down, it gets in there, it weighs that down, and then because it weighs that down, that blue ball shatters. So I wonder if the blue ball that we're seeing over there is actually just a 4 instead of a 12. The blue one is a 16. Okay, yeah, that would be the other way to go. So that's a 16, and we've got ourselves an 11. If the blue ball is a 16, then that's an 11. And we put this down, and it pulls that down, like, up. And we don't want that to pull up. Do we? Because when it pulls up, then the blue ball comes through here and it shatters. Well, pull some levers, Pawn. Don't go thinking things through. Pull me some levers. What happens? Ah ha 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 ha! It's not necessarily about the weight of the ball, it's about, you know, this axle system or something. So, if we do like this, and we drop a blue ball, that'll be where it's axled at. And the blue ball comes through, that one goes in as a counterweight, and that one just fucking shatters. And resets, okay? The top one, show me the top lever. So we've had the middle lever, now we'll do the top lever. He rolls over to the... Yeah, take your time. Take your time, don't mind me none. Blue ball drops, something, the other comes in from somewhere. There we go, comes in around there, you go down there, on this side, and that just shatters the motherfucker too. Nifty. Nifty. So we've tried all the 3 positions that go along with that, and we've pulled a ball. I don't know what the hell I would be doing with that ball anyway, to be perfectly honest with you. Like, what am I supposed to do with a ball? Take me back down, let me see if there's something below me that I can interact with, so that, like, what I would need to be able to do is change the ball that's there, or change the weight of the ball, or something. I don't know. I don't know. Are these anything that can be... Okay, I touched something and then the storm started coming in. Are these anything that can be interacted with? No? 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 As far as I can see, there's just the 3 positions. It's either middle, or it's there, or it's there. Maybe you can combine the 2, but I'm actually going to walk on and explore a little bit further and then come back to this. Because I think there might be more to it. I think there might be more to it to be seen. I'm not going to waste my time trying to solve a puzzle when I don't have all the pieces of information. Maybe I do, but let me get all the pieces of information anyway. Ooh, somebody's naked behind here. Hey, you're naked! Oh. No, you're not. Shit. But you know what? Huh. This makes me wonder if the whole having segmented the balls into 8ths wasn't Saavedro's twist on Atris's original puzzle. Huh? Because he had to do something to, like, twist the puzzle so that Atris himself would be a little bit confused by it and would take time. What are you doing here? You just hang from down there. And I come over, I can touch you. Oh, I can assemble my own balls. I can touch my own balls as much as I want to. I always said that. I always said that. So, if 4 piney nuts equals 1 blue ball, and then 4 blue balls equals 1 dark nut, then 1 dark nut is equal to how many piney nuts? 4 times 4 is 16. Is it 16? 16 is 1 dark nut. 1 dark nut equals 16. We want a weight of 16, I guess. Right? That would make sense. We're trying to equal the weight that's already in there for some reason. I don't know. The blue ball would be a total of 32, but you... Oh, right, you said 16. You got me confused. The blue ball would be 4, 8, 12, 16, and then 32. But you might want to look in that shack down there to see more of what's going on, says Guinness One. I'm naked in here, says Rookie84. Oh, hi. No, don't mind me. Carry on, as you were. I think that's exactly what Saavedro did. Why else would he be playing with his balls at the beginning, says Guinness One. I mean... No man needs an excuse, really. So you've got 64 piney nuts already hanging there. So, let's just write this down, so if we're considering the piney nut to be the base unit, then each piney nut equals the 4 blue balls. So 1 is 4, but it's in sections. So we've got 8 blue ball sections in the blue ball section, which should be 4, 8, 12, 16, and then 32. So 32 is equal to a 4 times blue ball. Yeah, so, well. And then the ball that we got over there was 4, and then 5, 6, everything else was wood. So it's 7 plus 4, which was 11, what we've got there, but we need 32 in weight. For the dark nuts are equal to 16 1 dark nut is equal to 16. So 1 portion of this, like 2 portions of this would be enough, but we have to form a ball out of them. So let's assume that there's going to be like 1 portion. There, we got 16. Then the blue balls, you're 4. And then, and this is pine nut underneath. I'm only doing half of it. I see what you're saying, Kenneth. So I'm only doing half of it, so we've already got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we add this one, and we get ourselves a 16 plus a 4 on a 4. So we got 8 and 4 and 16. It's 12 and 16, which is 28. And we're trying to get to 32. So 28, that would be, that ain't right. That ain't right. It's too much, it's not enough. It's too much or it's not enough, right? Because we got, this is 16, and then that's 4, that's 20, and then we got the 4, it's 24. Wait, 16 and a 4 and a 4, that's a 24, not a 28. It's 24, and then you use 24. If I put another one on here, we'd be at the 28, and then I could do, but that wouldn't do it. So maybe another one, well, that would be too much. So that's wrong. That's where you can't be there. You gotta be, 64 piney nuts already hanging there. These are just these. I'm counting these as 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Paul, you're trying to balance against the wrong ball. Are you saying that I'm not trying to equal the weight of... I thought I was going to be like replacing the 11 ball out there. I would be replacing that with something that more matched the crystal one. No? You're saying I'm going to be replacing... Damn it, Kenneth! You need to stop talking. Because that's... Now you're just like... You remember these puzzles too well. And you're gonna ruin them all for me. You know, you gotta at least give me like 5 minutes or something. You gotta let me like put it all together and go out there and go, oh, I see, I wasn't doing that. So we want Inviso, this to equal a blue ball? No, apparently you don't want to balance the smash ball, you want to balance the ball in the basket, says Kenneth 1. See, that's not apparent to me. It's not obvious to me. I don't know where, so this ball is going to be lifted into that position? How would I have known that if I hadn't already played it, Kenneth? You gotta be careful. Be carefuler. So if we're trying to match an 11 then. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you would be an 8, and then that'd be a 9, and that'd be a 10, and it's not enough. And it's not enough. And it's too much. It's too much and it's not enough. Put you guys all back. If this is 4, and it is, right? Because that's the dark stuff, and this is the light stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, is to go to 5. And then, if I put you on there, you're worth like 16. You'd way overweigh everything. Sorry, Pawn, I'll slow down. So 3 more piney, yeah. But we don't have 3 piney to work with. Do we? Unless there's another place to stand in here. There's not. So, how then... shall I make this work? I can go immediately to 12, and then I've overrun my 11. 7 and 4, yeah. And you guys are worth friggin' 16, so I wouldn't use you at all. If I'm balancing against the ball that Kenneth tells me. Are you sure? Are you sure? Don't be sure. Look overhead at where the rope goes. It goes up to the tray that has the axle under it. You need to stop talking, Kenneth. You need to stop talking. Like, seriously, you can't see that from in here. You remember this. Just fucking slow down. Be careful, buddy. Let's see. Okay, so it goes over here. And then, yeah, okay, from out here, sure. Kevglob 1000, I'm going to go have some lunch, but here's the cheer for the week of June 24th. Thank you, Kevglob, for the 1,000 cheers. So this is counterbalance. So this is the counterbalance weight for that. Okay. Are we actually trying to keep it even? We are trying to keep it even. Huh. I'm not immediately seeing the math where I'd be able to take 4 plus 2 plus 4 and get 11. You know, that math isn't there for me. Oh, but I don't have to put them all on, do I? Because it's just a counterbalance. It's just hanging here. It doesn't have to be a complete ball. It can just be these two. There's 11 for you. Put you over there. Right? 4, 5, 6. And, wait. No, I need one more for that. So we're short here. 4, 8, 9, 10. But I don't have to create a complete ball, which was something that was stuck in my head there too. So 4, that's 12. Make it heavier and move the axle closer. Ah, it's gonna have to do with that, isn't it, rookie? Rookine. This is 12 versus 11. Let's just go pull it and see how it behaves now that I've got this is quite intricate. So are we then going to, like, draw the conclusion here, eventually? I might not even have to go up there, but I'm going to anyway. Are we then going to draw the conclusion here that these, various positions are going to be, like, thirds? You know? That kind of a thing? There's gotta be math to this, not just, you know, we'll make it heavier and then make it lighter. I would hope. Sure, rookie. He doesn't know how force multiplication works on scales. It's gonna You need If I put you in the middle, these are going to be very nearly even. You know, 12 versus 11. Yeah. Maybe it'll stay somewhat. 12 versus 11. It'll stay high on that side. What? Yeah, quite the opposite. Oh, because that was 12 and that was 11. That's right. So I'm gonna presume then that this here is gonna have to be exactly where it is, and then the 11 falls in there, or wait, no, I've got you in the middle right now. I wanted you over here is what I wanted. Yeah, I want you over here, and then you're gonna hang on that, and then that guy would pull down way too much. Nope, it's gotta be exactly the opposite, doesn't it? Because you're gonna be really heavy. And then this guy's gonna give her a pull. Give her a pull. Because it's fun to watch. Where are you? Where are you? I like that it grabs the camera and just forces my vision there when we do it. From here. Boom! Got it! Except for that now my work area is covered in fucking shattered crystal. So then, you get down there, and that was the 11, and then you were a little bit heavier over here than he was, because he was sitting there, and then and then you were down too much. You was down too much, you was high, and it pulled him down. See, even though he's got a 12 and he's an 11, you was down too much. I'm gonna go back, I don't know. Oh wait, is it time? Oh, thank God, it's time for a live stream break. It's about the time where I need to, like, just get away. Get away! And not think about it for a minute, and also get a beer. That will help clear my mind. At least he's right that it's fun to watch. It's kind of funny, is it? What's fun to watch? Sexy. Sexy time? It's time for a sexy time live stream. On the road of lunch. I'm gonna play. What am I gonna play? It's about that time, isn't it? It's about that time. We will be back in 7 minutes after a live stream break. Opportunity for you to pee, grab snacks, do whatever you need to do. We'll be back. We're gonna solve that puzzle, and then the 19 others that are no doubt gonna be here. That's just Satan eating my bones. Stay tuned. Pulling not out.
하나가 살다요. 하나가 살다요. ひどく風に怯えた誰も見たことない花が咲いていたよ。花が咲いたよ。花が咲いたよ。ひどく風に怯えた誰も見たことない花が咲いていたよ。だ花が咲いたよ。花が咲いたよ。見たことない花が咲いていたよ。花などない、それはあるはずもないと思ってたら、そしたら花があるだよ。誰も見たことない、見えるはずもない、咲くはずもない花が咲いていたし、そこにやはりそこに確かにそこにあるだよ。花が咲いたよ。花が咲いたよ。ひどく風に怯えた誰も見たことない花が咲いていたよ。そしたらそれはひどく風に怯えた誰も見たことない、それは花は風に怯えて、風に震えて、葉っぱは風に揺れて揺らされて、怯えて震えて、風はふーっと花の噂を運んでくるので、ひどく風に怯えた葉っぱは震えて怯えて、風に揺れて揺らされて、怯えて風に揺れて揺らされて、誰も見たことない、見えるはずもない花は風に怯えて震えて揺れて揺らされて、風は花の噂をふーっと運んでくったので、花は怯えて揺れて揺らされて、花は震えて怯えて揺らされて、震えて怯えて揺らされて、風に揺れて揺らされて怯えていたようだ。花が泣いたよ。花が泣いたよ。ひどく風に打たれた光を見たことない花が泣いていたよ。さっきの風の音よりもっと風の音で、音の風が風の音の風よりもっと音の嵐でしたら花が泣いていたよ。夢などないもう風などない無論もう浮かべるになのに、それなのに花はそれは花は闇を愛し、花は闇に愛し、それに泣き闇に泣きなのに、それなのに花は闇に泣かされて選ばれて歌で愛されて、光を見たことない花は選ばれ泣かされ愛され、それを闇を愛していたようだ。花よ、花の茎の心に光が回ってくれるように、茎の心の花が風に揺らされるように、泣かされるように、風の吹いてるやつに切られねえように、揺らされるように、泣かされるように、切られねえように、よ、月を見よ、星はダメよ、闇よ、月は本当の光よ。息も綺麗よ、月の光のようなものが本当の星の光のような、闇がダメよ、闇だ。月は本当の光よ、本当の光よ、本当の光よ。 ながらそれならば闇の波を押し返すのだ。闇の隅を一言だ。鼻に光を鼻に光を鼻に光をそれを願ったんだ。そして花は答えたんだ。一度だけ答えたんだ。四度だけ答えたんだ。光はいらねえ。水をください。
I am the late pawn. A day late and a dollar short. And welcome back to a twitch.tv/RonanPawn live stream. And Myst III, Exile, on, you know, that planet that we're on. The one that gives you gonorrhea. Amateria. I love that song, too. I love... No, what? No, continue. Just what we were doing before. There we go. I love that Sublime song, you know. I don't practice Santeria. I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball. And what do we got here on Materia? We've got crystal balls. Now, if only I had $1 million and I could solve them all. And I could catch them all, that elusive Pokemon, and that Sancho that he's found. See, this here's brain work. I needed the electrolytes in the beer. Does beer have electrolytes in it? If I weighed the electrolytes on one side of the scale, how would that work out for me? Welcome back to the puzzle of the bowls. I think my mind has made some sense of it. So pull a lever, pull that lever. So this is the axis of a scales system. We got weight on this side, and we will have weight on this side when this guy rolls down, is what we've been seeing. If you're just joining us, we'll end up with the weight of that ball over here, which we have determined by clever observation of chat, where Kenneth's just telling me everything. That this is equal to a weight of 11, based on the fact that it has 4 piney nuts on this side and 3 piney nuts on the other side, and 1 crystal ball section on the other. Crystal balls are worth 4, piney nuts are worth 1, that makes 11 for us. By placing the axis of the scale weight over here, it will favor the weight that is of the 11 ball over there, and I'm hoping that, you know, it's not arbitrary, and that this will basically double the value of that ball, making it a 22 as opposed to an 11, because we have what we need in order to do a 22. We'll give it a try. 5. Chat has become a bluish block. I just thought you guys got quiet. You didn't? That wasn't intentional? What's going on with chat? Oh god. Well, you were gaming. Windows Defender Security Center wanted me to know that I'm the best that ever was. Cool. Hang on, let me fix the chats. Is chat's still doing the thing that it does there? And it's still bringing it through on that side, so let's just refresh the old chat. We need to... I don't think Noah's watching right now, but we need to take over the chat display from Restream.io. They are becoming less and less reliable by the day. And this chat program doesn't give me the features that I want. Right now I've got Twitch chat open and my Restream.io chat client, because Restream.io doesn't show me all of the things that regular Twitch chat does, which seems pretty obvious if you're designing a thing, an app. At least give the same information that the other one does. That would make it better. Don't... Yeah. Anyway, I've just closed my Restream.io chat client, because this still ain't working, is it? So let's pop it open again. Scratch. Fresh. Do it. Launching application. Application launched. I'm in. I'm logged in. It's popping up. It's coming. It's almost here. It's nearly there. It's almost gonna... It's kind of frozen. Why are you frozen, yo? If I refresh you, maybe it'll release the... There we go. That one's up. Chat overlay. Less so. Yeah. No. Oh, there we go. Maybe. Yeah, we gotta take that over. Very easy to do. I can fucking do that on my end, actually. I can write that into, I can write a new overlay that does that. And we will do. Somebody say something in chat and make sure that chat is not just a bluish block anymore. It should be. This is usually how it behaves when it's actually working. And thank you, Jermacine, for the cheer. So, yeah, my conclusion here is that by moving the axis of the majigger there, it will double the weight of that ball, functionally speaking, making it an 11, with which we need to balance 11... a count of 11 using our other balls. Oh, you closed behind me, did you? Okay. Ice cream, it was oversized for the hard of seeing. But my balls? My balls they're naturally oversized. Listen, they're big. They're huge. They're actually, they're a lot smaller than most, to be honest with you. They're dainty. It's kind of nice, you know? Get them big balls, you know? I don't know, maybe the ladies like them draped over their foreheads. I don't know, I never had them. But, you know, big balls, you know what's going to happen as you get older with your great big balls y'all got? You're all, oh, look at the size of my balls. You know what's going to happen? They're just going to get lower and lower. They're going to be clanking between your shins. Huh? You're going to be bouncing your own balls off your shins. You're going to be having a hernia every other fucking day. Because of your big balls, see? Folks like me, born with sort of chestnuts as opposed to like walnuts. Maybe, I don't know what's a chestnut. More like, you know, I don't want to say a peanut, but, you know, just... You know, smaller balls, better in the long run. You know, same thing with the boobs, you know? I'm not saying, you know, hey, you ladies, you know better than I do. It hurts your back your whole friggin' life. The older you get, the more it hurts your back. The older you get, you have a kid, and then it sucks a little bit on it, and then the thing just deflates, and then it's just sagging all the way down. You know? Having the tiny titties. Tiny titties and small balls. That's... Should have named the live stream Tidy Titties and Small Balls. If I would have known I was going to go off on a rant like this. Tiny Titties and Small Balls is where it's at, people. You know you want it. You know you gotta have it. So this is my premise. Elephantitis. You're amazing. This is my premise. So we need a, if we are doubling the weight of the other ball from 11 to 22, we have 4 at the base of this, because they're piney nut. So we need an 18 to make the difference. These are worth 16, each of these is worth 1, that's 16 plus 2 is 18, plus 4 is 22 that we got out here. Let's see if that solves our puzzle, or if I've completely misunderstood, like, the concept of moving the axle on the point of axis on a scale. You know, it's just not something I've done often or ever in my life. Here we go. Blue ball falls. Tiny, dainty blue ball, because it knows. It doesn't want to sag. There we go. It knocks the other ball as it passes. That ball falls there, and the blue ball passes. Puzzle solved. And returns the original ball there. Oh, hello. Okay, hologram. But yeah, that technology for all this time. Well, I guess they did have the hologram technology. Saavedro has been talking to me through holograms the whole time. Okay. We've got ourselves a drawing here, though. On the front of this thing, right there, we got ourselves a drawing that matches one of the majiggers that we got to fill in. So I'm gonna make a far too large hexagon and then not have room to draw the others that we're going to certainly encounter. So there's one there, and there's one there. Next to that, next to that, next to that, next to that, and there's one at the bottom. Easy peasy, beautiful cover girl. So, we're going to go back to the beginning of the level then. Take me down. Back to the beginning of the level, and we're going to input that code, and presumably that code will then do what the hologram just showed us. It will raise a certain thing on these tracks, and then something something and a new puzzle. Sounds about right. Right? So, the way out, I don't remember what that elevator did, where it took us. Like, there was a cut through somewhere. I'm just gonna go the long way that I kind of half remember. Where are the rest of the stairs? Where I'm going up. That's where I want to go. Man, this design though, it's fine. It's better. It's way better than the grass planet there. Than Edanna. She was just a floozy, Edanna. That's what I liked about her. We had some good times, me and Edanna. Okay, so here's the thing, and the shape of the puzzle that we had went like that. Unless it needs to be inverted. It doesn't. Hello! Bazinga! Okay, so now I can walk, so that's the thing that opens and closes, then what was the thing that raised and lowered? That was a different thing. And boom, another puzzle that needs to be begotten. So, there's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza. I need to know where exactly we're supposed to go from here. If I recall correctly, it wasn't a cut-through pawn, it was something... Oh, hello! Yes, it was! If I go off in this direction, and then back down here, is there another puzzle? Like, I haven't even... Have we seen where the other puzzle is? I can't really trust my brain to be making those conclusions, to be drawing, you know, on reality. My memory is what it is. Can I go up any of these? Climb. Climb, son. They're made to be climbed. No, they're covered in green. They're too slimy and slick for you to move on. Or not. This. Surely this. Okay, here's a place we haven't been yet. It's got a gate on it. Nice. Nice. Alright. New puzzle. Puzzle numbered dose. And some more pages. What is me? It is Saavedro. I remember what they did, how they... So these are the new pages. The memories flood over me too fast. They race around inside my head, filling my soul with despair and gonorrhea. And the more I think about how nothing can be done, no one can be alive outside his shield, the faster the fog rushes in. I can lose myself in the fog. When it's thick enough, I can let go and be safe. I can start to forget. But I must not forget. I must remember every lie they told my people, how they manipulated us all to get what they wanted. They told me they had come to fix my world. They asked me to arrange a meeting with the elders. The books they carried in with them showed other worlds, beautiful places where people didn't have to work so hard to survive. They told my people that Atreus had written these books, and that he had written Narayan, but that he'd made our world unstable. They said he wanted to make us slaves to the tree. They asked me, don't you remember, Saavedro? Our father wrote this world to teach us, to show his sons what an age shouldn't be. Oh. Oh, that's... You don't want to be told that. What does this sentence mean? They asked me, comma, don't you remember, Saavedro? I know he's talking to himself, but they asked me, don't you remember? Okay, so he's like remembering that he was the one to deliver the false prophets unto his people. And he's reflecting on that. Our Father wrote this world to teach us, they said, to show his sons what an age shouldn't be. Our Father wrote this world, and he wrote it shitty, and he didn't intend for any of you. We are your gods, and you are an accident. Oh, God, that's pretty bad. Wouldn't want to hear that on a Saturday night. I don't know what to say. I don't know how it could be true, but why would they lie? Why would Atris have lied? The worlds they showed us in those books. The elders refuse to believe them. They say we cannot abandon the tree. For thousands of years we have tended the lattice roots. Without our traditions, we will die. For thousands of years, you say. Now that introduces like a new and interesting. Yeah, I'm picking my nose. What? It's balmy. That introduces like a new something to the premise of these games, or at least gives us another bit of information about it, because we've already kind of had the conversations along these lines that are these linking books. You know, are the people who are writing these linking books actually creating the worlds that they're going to? Because we know that they can change the world through their books. Or are they linking to pre-existing worlds? And through their description, they link to the world. The idea therein could be as complicated as, you know, what quantum kind of theory, and people in Discord, discord.ronanpawn.com, we're having conversations about the various dimensions above the fifth, and what they mean, and apparently somebody had a video about it and something like that, and so they were kind of talking along these lines. The idea that every single possibility that can possibly be is. Every single sort of branch in the universe that could have been is, and they all exist, you know, next to each other. And if you take that for granted as a scientific premise, then the question becomes, when you're writing these books and when you're changing the world that you're writing in the book, are you actually changing the world? Or are you linking to a world in which the changes that you've written exist? Because if you can write the change, then it's possible in the universe, and the universe has accounted for all possibilities already, or accounts for them as soon as you show up. That brings in, you know, other quantum premises, the idea of the observer, you know, changing and creating the subject. But the fact that he says, you know, we've been doing this for thousands of years, either suggests something like that, or it suggests that when the author of these worlds writes one of these books, they actually write it so that it has a history. You know, that whatever world they write to come into being, if we presume they are actually creating the worlds, in the process of writing it as it is, the history that would have had to lead to what is writes itself. Or maybe they write that as well. And in that case, does the author, are they literally like writing 1,000 years of a culture into the book? It's just very interesting that they build that in. Just with that one line, it suddenly opens up a whole myriad of possibilities, yet without answering any of the possible questions that can come up from it, which is brilliant. You know, leave it vague. Without our traditions, we will die. I don't want us to die. I don't, but Cirrus and Achenar said. They said they would come back, Saavedro, just like Atris once said to you as well. He said he would come back, but then he didn't. He didn't. And for that, you will have to make him pay. And that is the end of our new pages, and the beginning of a new puzzle. Oh, good lord. I really like this game for that kind of stuff, for that kind of subtle subtext and that kind of like questions of what's really going on here, because I feel like whether by design or by just, you know, form, by the method of creating these worlds and creating these games and authoring these stories, whether intentionally or otherwise, I feel like they have created a scientific universe, a science fiction universe, wherein a huge part of it is this, like, uncertainty and this collision of spirituality and religion kind of stuff versus science. We got these magical books that people write, and then there's a thing, but there's clearly a science to the writing of the books, you know? They write a book and an age is created, but is it created? Was it already there? Did they create it? And I feel that headbutting of like spirituality and religion and the magic of writing a book, but it's also a science and an art, and it has to be written a certain way. It's not just, you know, whipping stuff up. That is like what endears me most to these games in premise, in concept, is that, and the fact that it's been left open enough to, you know, you can decide what you want to decide, or if you're smart, just never decide and just sort of enjoy all of the possibilities. Ice cream. Germasian ice creaming. An image comes to mind. Pawn sitting in a room with an old home library feel and look. Pawn sitting on a high-back chair. You are wearing red velvet jacket, reading an old book out loud. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. YouTube Red had just come out. So we got another puzzle that I can't really see from here, you know. I got another lever. Maybe the lever will drop the pillars or something. Please. Can't really see what's going. Why drop the pillars when you can ascend on a beam of air, apparently, from the sound of it. Okay, so we've got 3 shotgun shells. And, so it looks like, is it? 3 shotgun shells, and then we've got these little pinwheels, alternating in color in the nuclear reactor symbol. And then down here, we've got 6, everything here is hexagons. We've got 6 collectors, presumably for the balls that are going to flow in, because everything about this planet has been balls, which is another good contrast in the design of the game. Everything on Edanna was about fallopian tubes and vaginas. Now it's all about balls and shafts. Many shafts and balls here. Voltaic was about, you know, Ubisoft's team just fucking it up. I don't know. So if I twist the lever and pull, does something happen? I presume some balls come at me. Uh-oh. Don't come straight at me, though. Okay, we got a white ball. Doesn't look like the crystal blue balls that we had before, so I assume this doesn't have anything really to do with weight. Cool. So do that again, because I don't know what the fuck just happened. Alright, yeah, drop a ball. Drop it on me. So ball comes in. This one goes in from the right to the left. It came into the bottom there. It's spun around. It's spinning, watching the dial now, watching the little pinwheel scoop around. Pinwheel gets to there and stops. And then it explodes. So, what I'm gonna say, also because I do remember this puzzle, to an extent anyway, certainly not how to solve it, is that these balls come in, they're loaded into these chambers, and if they work correctly, then they will like be thrown back up, popped out of the chambers, and go across these rails up, that kind of thing. So I'm assuming the shotgun shells need to be loaded into the right positions to cause the pinwheels to stop at the right point. This stopper right here is associated with that one. So if we wanted that ball to stop, say, over there, just because it's there, maybe that'll work, maybe it won't. Let's just try that. If we wanted to stop there, we want to be 1, 2, 3 back. So 1, 2, 3 back. Put this here. Is that a cat or a dad? It was a cat. We've got cats in the room now. So we put you there. Oh, and I can't remove this one from where it is right now. Okay, and that acts as the stopper for the whole system, and that's how I'm always gonna start from there, or maybe not always start from there, but it always, because I can't remove that one, that keeps me grounded in the process. Alright, throw that switch and see what happens. Ball comes out. If I hit escape and skip it, can I skip the ball coming out? Yeah, okay, good. So now we spin, and if I did my maths right, then it should stop there. I didn't do my maths right. It went right past that. Okay. I didn't understand where it was gonna stop, apparently. It stopped at the bottom on that one? Is that what we're doing? Are they going to stop at the bottom? I would have thought it was 1, 2, 3, and that one stopped. It went all the way around and it stopped there, and then I put it in that one, and you would think that it would turn Duke. So yeah, you would think that it would be in that one, based on what we had there. Okay, well, thank God I got my shotgun shell back for it. I honestly, I'm just gonna stick one in and pull it again because I still haven't really conceived of where they were stopping. I was watching the ball expecting it to do something. Skip the animation, throw that in, and let's see what happens here. Do you stop at the bottom? You do stop at the bottom. Okay. And then this one's gonna just turn infinitely or something. So they all stop at the bottom. That's what I needed to know. And then you explode. Because why not? And then you finish the turning. I gotcha. So I have to contrive the whole process here. So actually, having this one in here might have actually been getting us somewhere. We want to get out along that line. That line, which comes in through this empty bowl, or through this empty hole, which is from there. So we want to be firing it from there. I'm going to assume then that trying to get it to stop there is going to be impossible because, look, we're missing some. And they want us to do like a little juggling thing, so I'm not even going to look at that too hard. But we did get that one to stop here and go across to here, and it landed in one that could carry it. So if we then wanted the... If we then wanted this one to stop there, the fuck would we do? So if this is the 0 point right there, we'd want it to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then stop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then stop. And I'm not going to try and do this all at once. I'm just going to throw the switch every time I do it. I'm going to try and skip the animations so that we can get to it. Comes across. You stop there. Chuck it. You land there. Oh, this one spins in the opposite direction. Shit. Okay, so that one spins that way. I counted from the wrong way. I love that. That's very cool. Okay, skip it, 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 skip it. No option to skip it. This is your punishment for having done it wrong. Skip it, skip it, skip it, skip it. Oh, shoot. I'm going to carry on with this path, though, so that makes sense. So it lands there. Does it land there? So what we want to do is we want it to go 1, 2, 3 in that direction. And you will be spinning in that way, so we want it to, it'll spin 1, 2, 3. That's exactly where you had it before, though, Pawn. And it didn't hit that. Are you spinning in this direction, then? There's no one, it will be spinning that way. You want it to stop in 2 hits? Is that it? Where the hell did it stop before? Sorry, brain doesn't hold on to information very well these days. Things that happened 15, 30 seconds ago are not stored. You come over here, boom. It's going to start spinning in this direction, which means 1, 2, 1, 2. That should hit the bottom, and that should go. Give that a try. So how lost did Pawn get while I was gone, says Kenneth 1. I don't know. Yep, yeah. How lost did I get? Am I lost yet? Ball comes across, lands in the majigger, comes over here, throws across very nicely, then goes 2 in that direction. Our shotgun shell lines up at the bottom. It gives a throw. It lands over there. It is caught over there rather nicely. And then it spins, and... Oh! Why'd you just explode there? You were under exactly the one that I need you to go through. And there's no way to skip this animation. Oh, yes, there is, with the mouse. You can click out of it, I think. I think I did that. I mean, I may be completely off with where I'm putting these. I could put them elsewhere. I could shove you onto something else. You're going from here, and you spin down that way, which is why I can't get it to this one directly, which is the one that we want it to go through, because that one's locked down. That one's already in there, and it can't be, so that would be the place that I want to stop it at. So it goes across, and then the place that we had it before was here, because this spins twice, and it went back across to here, and it landed there, and then you're still going in this direction, so you'd have to go, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at which point you will be left here, and if you're spinning that way, you would go, from you'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that doesn't actually work. I might not be able to throw it originally from this spot, based on that. Yeah, so if I were going to throw it from somewhere else, we're starting here, and then we can't get it to throw from there, so the only other place that we would go is all the way out to there, which would be from here we'd go 1, from here we go 1, 2, 3. We'd have you stop there first. You would throw it across there. It would be caught there. Then we could bring it, which way do you spin again? Fuck me. I think it spins inward. Is that right? So we'd go 1, 2. The problem is also that it involves these things, and I'm not going to be able to hold that much information, but let's say it went 1 and 2 from there. So it lands over here, and I want you to spin 2. You will do that exactly the way you are right now. It'll land there, and then you'll spin... Will you? Just throw the thing, Bond. And skip as many animations as you can. There you go. And then just watch it go. Because this is going to be a bit of figuring it out and a bit of brute force, because I can't hold that kind of information in my head anymore. Okay, that went right past where I wanted it to be. So, yeah, never mind. Never mind. Skip it. Skip it. Skip it. No, there's no skipping it. Oh, why didn't you let me skip it? Oh, why can't I skip? Oh, skippy skip. Skippity skip skip. There we go. Yeah, but that didn't skip anything. You should be here in order to stop you out there, and then throw it over there. I swear it is. Is that where I put it last time? I don't know. Because, again, brain, and I just can't hold it. So, you'll come across from there, you'll come over here, and then I need you to spin twice, which, if I'm right, that this one's rotating this way, that I didn't pay attention to this time, because, again, brain. So you do that, and then come across over here. That will be, there. Throw it again, pawn. This is how lost I got while you were gone, Kenneth. Precisely this lost. You throw across. 1, 2... No, you're on the wrong side. How am I getting that so wrong? I swear I know where I was putting it before. Okay, and you do spin inward on the other side, right? No, you spin outward on the other side. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, can I write something down that would help me hold on to this information long enough to actually solve it? Do they both spin in the same direction, then? Is that what's going on here? I'm sorry, it must be very frustrating to deal with someone who has these issues. You just tell me the answer at this point. Because, yeah, I really feel like my brain won't hang on to what I'm seeing long enough for me to solve the problem. You come down there, like, the longer we go on, the less I actually know. I'm not learning, I'm losing data. So you come down there, and then I want you to go all the way out to there. The right one spins clockwise, the left goes counterclockwise. The right... right one, one on that side from where you're sitting, goes clockwise, the left goes counterclockwise. Alright, if I can just draw the information out as a supplement for my ailing consciousness. That does that, and that does that. So if you're going counterclockwise, like so, then you do like that, and then I need you to stop at 1, 2, 3, from where you start. So I need this when it hits 1, 2, 3, because it'll be spinning this way, right? So that's where that has to go in order to stop it there. It'll go... Yeah? Either direction it goes in, it would be correct, I believe. And if not, I'm just feeling less and less good about myself as a human being as these puzzles carry on, just because I've lost a significant ability that I'm not going to say I used to be great at it. It's just general, like, being able to hold information for more than a couple of seconds. So then when you come across here, you will be caught. You will be spinning clockwise in this direction, so I need you to go 1, 2, 3, and then 4 from there. So starting from here, if you're spinning clockwise along with that, then you will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah? Because he'll have landed here, and then you'll spin 1, 2, 3, 4 to throw across the inner bit there. And because this is spinning that way, we're waiting for the fourth one to get over the top of that one. And then once you land there, if everything were working correctly, I will have to pay close attention. If everything works to that point, then I'm just going to have to look at it and try and hang on to that. Yeah, skip it. And then you are there. Spin like so, you stop there, you throw the ball. Okay, now you spin clockwise. Right, past that one and stop here. Yes. And then you throw across, it actually catches it. And then I need you to stop at the... Shit, I don't think that's the that's even the right path, because if I was observing that right, then I need a second one to go in there. So that doesn't get us there either. And if I wasn't reading it right, then it would be like this. But you're there and you need to move just one from there. Just go ahead and throw that pawn, because at least you got some drawings now that are helping to supplant the fucking neurons that don't fire correctly. I don't think this is going to work either. We've ruled out two possibilities anyway. At least be glad that Saavedro left the safety devices intact so you can't hurt yourself on this puzzle. So you will then move into the place where I wanted you. You go there, and then... Oh! Yes! Yes! That's actually what I wanted to happen. I thought I just read it wrong. I thought I was one shy of what needed to happen, but I wasn't. Oh, fuck me. Oh, that feels so good. I just did that with 7/8 of my brain tied behind my brain. Okay. New shape to be put in for the unlocking of the code. See, I just need to keep paper around so that I can constantly be able to write down what happened 15-20 seconds ago so I can remember it. That's all. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. By the way, does anyone want to do the grocery shopping for me? I am out of food. Have been for a while, but what happens when I'm out of food around here and I don't do the grocery shopping because, you know, I don't want to and I'm fatigued and stuff like that, is that I actually eat better when I'm out of food than I usually do because I start cooking the stuff that... Oh, fuck you. I gotta put it in every time? Fuck you. I start eating the stuff that I usually just don't bother with. So, like, last night I was out of food, so what did I make? Red lentils. No. Actually, I didn't go lentils. I made white rice with all of the spices and seasonings for curry, so I curried my rice. And then I actually took, you know, potatoes, real potatoes, not the powdered stuff from the video, real potatoes, and boiled them and cut them up, and I had some carrots that I haven't touched for months. They've just been sitting in there, but now I'm out of food. So carrots and potatoes, and I boiled them, and I put it all together with some ketchup and mustard and mayonnaise, and it was absolutely tasty. But that said, I'm now I got what's left over from that meal left. I could make some more spaghetti in like a day or two. But I need somebody. Will somebody do the shopping for me? I need someone to do the shopping for me. I won't pay you for it, so there's that, you know, to go on. So there's the first code, code number 1. Who's ice creaming? Use your cell phone to take pictures or record messages to yourself. Note to self. Start taking notes. About what again? Ah, fuck it, I don't remember. Ice cream. Doesn't Amazon deliver groceries? Oh, I don't have no money for Amazon delivered groceries. You kidding me? What I was supposed to do earlier today, and then I didn't do because I forgot. I'm signing up for food stamps. I want like $200 worth of food for free each month, and I'm entitled to it. God damn it, I'm taking it. I'm exactly the person for whom these programs exist. I'm disabled enough that I have significant problems, but not disabled enough for the state to give a shit. Okay, so there's that, and then there's the code that goes into this one that we do not know, which means that putting those in was basically a waste of time. So, where and how can I and do I get to the last puzzle? Because I don't know that I've even encountered it yet. Those little holographic images have been showing, like, paths rising and lowering, but I don't know where those are. I don't know where those... Wait, can I slip through there? Just squeeze. Suck it in. Suck it up. You can do it. But yeah, that's my next thing, is give me $200 a month food stamps, because I looked into, like, you know, my mom said, since you can't find a doctor to actually treat this stuff, maybe contact a Social Security disability insurance attorney. And maybe they will, like, have a doctor on staff who can, you know, basically trying to game the system, because you'll occasionally get those lawyers who have, like, a doctor who's on the dole and who just kind of will say whatever they need to say in order to win their case. So she was like, maybe you can find one of those. And I was like, yeah, I'll try it. So I called an SSDI attorney, and they were like, why would we possibly have a doctor for you instead of you having a doctor for you? And that made a lot of sense, since they're, you know, they're just trying to make a buck, is what they're trying to do. So knowing that I can't get SSDI because I'm not disabled enough, and I can't get any benefits or any, you know, any of that good money. Is it over here? No, that's a different puzzle. Yeah, that's a different puzzle. How the fuck do I get there? To do that puzzle? Or is this the puzzle? I don't see anything that I can do here. But that's a different puzzle over there. That's not what we just did, is it? It is what we just did. It's just at a weird angle, so that when you look up at it, you see it straight on. Okay. Right? Yeah, that's the puzzle we just did. So this is kind of the puzzle here and now, is what I would say. Hello, this is a different path. Can I, like, walk along the... No. Oh. Oh! Well. Well then. I don't know what this is about, but we found a thing out here on its own. Fifth one. You order groceries for Paul and have it delivered to his house. No. F that, Jermason. I pay him enough to do that himself. Paul, you could have your buddy chop one of your legs in a freak filming accident, says Kenneth 1. That wouldn't be enough. No. I could still do this for a living. See, that's the problem. Maybe if I had my tongue cut out, you know? There's a few other jobs, but then arguably I could program. I could make websites or some shit. God, I'd hate that. I'm not disabled enough to receive assistance, but I'm disabled enough to need assistance, which is exactly where I put the food stamp program. which isn't stamps anymore, but it's just, you know, what we always called it. That's where it's supposed to be. Maybe. So, what are these shapes? Hello. Okay, I'm standing in this. So this is like changing the resonance of the thing. Boy, I'd love to have a place to stand where I wasn't just standing inside of it. You know, like the first click away, that would be better design, generally speaking. I'm just gonna listen. Oh, and I can't select the one where it's just off. Yeah, it won't let me just select the one that's just off. Okay, you... Curious, but I don't even know, like, I haven't found a way to, like, trigger a ball or anything. Oh, wait! Oh, wait! Are each and every one of these going to have their own little pulley? Their own thing? Yeah, they all have... They all have a resonance. Okay. I don't even know where I fire the balls from, though. And that is really disturbing. That is significantly disturbing to me. So there's nothing in here that I can pull and fire like balls. I assume these are going to be balls that are passing through here. Because it's always about balls on this planet. Not this channel, but this planet. You got your own resonance? Sure. Is there... You know, where's the lever that fires the balls so I can start to see how this works? You know? Is it in here? Is it up there? I can't go any further on that track. If this is the final puzzle, like, wasn't over there was the weighted thing, and there's that, and then this is definitely another puzzle that needs solved. A big blue rock overhead. But what would I do, and what would I pull, and where would I be in order to, like, trigger the event so that I could start working with this puzzle to understand what the fuck is going on with it? Each one of these has their own resonance system to it. And out there, I do not see anything in particular that I can interact with, and it just cuts off. Well, Pawn, the balls might come out of that building that has the ball dropper, yeah. Well, I can't get there from here. Can't get there from here. Oh, every time we've been pulling the, that we've been solving the puzzles, there's been those little gates that have been somewhere in the world that have been popping up. So maybe there's a path into the, along one of these things that actually goes in there now, or that I can walk across to get in there if I just explore more of these paths. So you guys all go down to the bottom, which is fine and fun for you, and that one comes out and that one goes around. Is there anything from the bottom that does a thing different? That's not where I wanted to go. That goes out in a different direction. No, it's just the 4 that loop. These are just the 4 of them that loop. So I think I just gotta go walking around the island a little bit more to see how the hell I can get into the building. Because I ain't got no particular clues right now. Head down and back into the rib cage of the skeleton of the... It's just stone spawn. Yeah. Well. What do you want from me? The controlled release ball might be somewhere that has a view of all the gates. Well, that's nice. I'm glad you're learning something. walking around the island. I don't feel like I've even been here long enough to gain a familiarity. The fact that we've solved 2 of these puzzles in 2 hours. Well, in the first half hour was just finishing Edanna. Just getting off Edanna. Why is nobody randomly saying F? Oh, no, why is Nobot randomly saying F? Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? This was that uppy place with that, and there's that ball. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look at that! It's, like, damaged and indented and broken away from the bowl slamming into it over and over again, I presume, at some point. Oh! Oh! In fact, this is that a wooden construction there? Is that different than this? This has metal rails, these have metal to them. Did Saavedro make that whole thing? Not just, like, change the weight of the balls, but did he make the whole I don't know. I don't know. You could imply that, or you could just, you know, not give a damn, because this ain't getting me anywhere. Anywhere else I can go? Not from up here, boy. Head back down. Clearly Noah is in fact watching, or was in fact watching. Who else would make Nobot randomly say F? Hmm? When you said F that Dramacy and I pay him enough to do that himself. So that goes back around to that puzzle, so that ain't gonna help me. Where am I in the world now? I don't know. Spun round? Yeah, that's spun round is certainly the thing. There was that little, like, airship out there. I wonder if I opened up a path to that and didn't know. Not quite an airship, but it was, well, maybe it was an airship. That thing. Little catamaran. Can I get out to you somehow? Oh, where have you walked to? You've walked to here. Maybe this is what they were showing with the raising and lowering, things. You know? If I put in the codes, do those raise? Let's see if I put in the codes, if like, those raise. Just 'cause I got the codes right here, might as well have a look. Because you turn my view to the right and go, oh, look at that! But if I turn back this way, look at that! No? No? So what are you? How do I get to you? How do I attach to you? That is where those things were raising and lowering, isn't it? They were coming up there. Shunk. Shunk. And we haven't seen the last shunk because we haven't solved the 3rd puzzle, but that's where those things were raising and lowering. Now I got a better idea of what's going on anyway. I can only get up to this second one, so I can't, like, walk up to the top there yet, because I need the 3rd puzzle solved. But I need to kind of be in the building in order to fire the 3rd puzzle, is what it's looking like presently. Can I, go down here, and then just keep your eye out for alternate paths, especially ones that seem like they might lead to the building. Mr. Frownenborn. Hello! I'm bored and sad. Just finished watching all the Jurassic Park films. Okay, I'll go again, says Noah Craw. Noah, if you're still here, if you didn't just abandon me immediately like your father did, we need to, well, I said I could do it, actually. I said I could do it. But, we gotta get rid of, restream chat as part of the system. As part of my system that I'm using right now. We need to build, an application, that monitors the chat, and then I can pull it up in a browser window, and we can control it and shape it ourselves. Easy to do. There's already a verbose mode for the Twitch API, so, you know, we can pull it in and then just feed it back out into a web page. No problem. I just want to make sure that I'm getting all of the data that appears in a regular Twitch chat. And that we also have some programmatic control over it so that we can do extra fun things with it. Or I could just use Twitch chat, couldn't I? Could just, like, shove, you know, inject our own JavaScript into the pre-existing Twitch chat instead. That's an idea. Ice cream, it's pizza time! No, it's finding our way into this godforsaken building, or finding a place where we can see my balls. We solved this puzzle. It's puzzle is puzzled. It's done. We done did you. You done, mother... But, I don't know, I'm looking for positions of height so that I can see things and try and get a... Now that you're solved, you won't take me up anymore? Oh, well, you're just like Noah's father, walking out on us, you know? You know, all he wanted was the sex. And then, you know, when it created a beautiful baby boy, where was he? Huh? You know, out just with his whores. More of his whores that he likes so much. Your father, Noah. Scurvy tramp. Let's say that about my father. He's in the room, he's listening. Yeah. Yeah, this is the last puzzle. Where in God's fuck do I even start working on it? Like, I can't start solving the puzzle until I can pull some balls through and see how they move and see what they do. I presume these fields that I can change are going to, like, change the ball as it goes through them or something. If it's going to be one ball that passes through it, then it's going to, like, do a thing, and sometimes it's going to disintegrate it or break it down, and I'm going to have to find the right harmonic resonance per ball, or I don't fucking know, but I know one thing. I need to actually find a position in which I can put some balls on this line before I can even presume to start solving this goddamn puzzle. And if you know where it is that I'm supposed to go in order to, like, see it, now is the time to just go ahead and fucking tell me, because I've just walked the entire island of which I am aware. So you come out and go down there. You go over there, yeah, and head back there and see if I can't find